Welcome to a new series of video demonstrations on DSM, or Data Services Manager, version 9. The first video, we're going to have a look at the installation process, namely how to install a plugin which results in the deployment of the provider appliance. So in your vCenter server, vSphere client, go to the administration section. Under solutions, you have client plugins, and we just add from there. Now I have a local file, so I'm just going to upload the OVA from this local file to kick off the installation process. Firstly, selecting a name and folder, we just give the VM a particular name and then a location within your inventory. I'm just going to place it in Discovered Virtual Machine folder. Now a compute resource, I'm just going to select my vSphere cluster, review those details before moving on to storage and networking. I then select my vSAN data store as defined in the policy, a distributed port group, and now I get into the customized template section for the appliance itself. Pretty straightforward stuff if you've rolled out some of these appliances before. Root password, vCenter hostname. A SHA-256 thumbprint is needed from your vCenter server to establish trust. This is the command to retrieve that, and then you get back the SHA-256 fingerprint or thumbprint, and we paste it in there. Move on to vCenter administrator username and password. Again, populate those, making sure they're correct. And then we move into the networking of the appliance itself, providing the IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, DNS servers, NTP servers, and then the fully qualified domain name of the DSM appliance itself. So it's always worth verifying that your DNS name or fully qualified domain name is correct. Just checking the short name and long names here, as well as the reverse lookup, just to make sure it's all kosher. It all looks good. So the only thing left then is subnet reservation, and this is only if you're using the IP addresses allocated to the internal Docker networks. You may want to change those there if you so wish. Making sure you're selecting the correct vCenter server. Could be that you have a linked mode in place. Just make sure you pick the right one. In this case, there is only one. Validate everything, verifying that all the options that you put in place are good, and click on Finish. Off it goes. We can speed things up, but essentially what we do is we import the OVF, we deploy the OVF, we install the solution, which basically extends the vSphere client so that we have some DSM functionality included in the vSphere client, which we'll see in a moment. I can speed this along. And notice at the top, when the plugin is installed successfully, there is a request to refresh the browser. And the reason is that if we navigate to vCenter server, configure, there's now a new Data Services Manager section. And this is where we can build out our infrastructure policies, our IP pools, our permissions, all of that good stuff to put guardrails around the resources that are being consumed by your data services. So we'll leave it there for now. If you're interested in learning more, pop along to cormachogan.com, full section of DSM there where you can learn more about it. Thank you for watching.